Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. I believe we're on the 13th episode. I'm like so confused now. So, what am I doing, you might be asking? Well, I'm going to build a new moon base. I want to try out a few different ideas. And I'm kind of hoping that maybe in the next patch they're going to release some goodies that will obviously change the way you build and everything else, and it will be like a brand new game. But anyways, I'm really not happy with the moon base I have right now. My main problem with it is the fact that there's so many parts, and there is not a, my computer just is like, it's like a slideshow. You guys saw my episode on my moon base, and it's pretty horrible in a sense. It's just like, holy Jesus. Now, I want something that's going to be more practical looking. And if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking just by looking at this, yeah, you got the idea. So, let's see here. We are definitely going to need a ladder. Where is the ladder? Oh yeah, there we go. I like this ladder better. I don't know about you guys, but I just think it looks more official compared to the other ones. They're kind of a little bit more cheesy looking. Let's see, and we'll need some lights. You know, light is always a good thing. Let's see. The I think this is the, one of these is, a low power, and one of them is a high power. I always mix them up. It's this one, the high power. Yeah, that's the one thing I kind of forgot about on my in design was, I never really put lights on my stuff. I never really see the purpose in it, but at the same time, it's always kind of good to have. Now, I have to thank the commenter, whoever it was, in a sense. I also found this out sort of on my own. If you hold shift and hit like WAS and D, it will, you can see it will change the orientation of the light. It will have a more precise control over it. Now, I did not know that until I was watching somebody's videos and I saw it and I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, so now you can see we got some lights. I think I might make this 3 instead, just to keep the symmetry better. There we go. There we go. I like that. Now let's see. We need landing struts, and I always like, for landing struts, I forgot, there's like these, and I'm not really a fan of these things. I really like these. These are probably the best, in my opinion, but everyone, I always see something new in this game, and my hopes and dreams and everything just get shattered miserably. Now, one thing I didn't really mention is with a moon base, you want to standardize a lot of things and make things just to make it simple for yourself. When I say that, like, when you're building your struts and you're putting your struts down, the next moon base piece that I construct, I am just going to tear this piece off from here to here, and I'm going to keep it off to the side, redesign my, whatever hab module or whatever I want to call, put on the moon, and I'm just going to reapply these things right back in the same exact spot. As long as these landing legs are in the exact same spots, it really won't change the, overall like height from one piece to another. That's one thing I had to learn. And like I had like this eureka moment during the weekend, and I like slapped a whole moon base together, like what I have in my other video, almost just on a whim. Like I just didn't even, like, I was having that problem and a bunch of other little stupid problems with it that I couldn't figure out. And then I'm like sitting there taking a shower, or, I'm making food or something, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's such a great idea. And I drop everything, I burned my food, I was still stinky, and I made a moon base. And, I completely disregarded anything my friends said to me about, going out or doing anything, social. This game has a tendency to, like, ruin your social life without even trying. Now, the one thing I'm really hoping for is if they change these so that, like, or they put in the next expansion, they actually put something where you can, like, travel from one to the other, and you can control your Kerbals inside of, you know, the moon bases and stuff like that, or inside your space stations where you can move them from here to here or whatever. I don't think they should be able to fit through the small ones, but you know, like this even says, like, you can, this one says you can't fit crew through it at the end. Like, but I've never transferred crew before. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't think it's even possible. Well, anyways, now this is like your basic module to me. Like, right now, you can pretty much go any way you want with this thing for the most part, and it will come out pretty good. I think I might put a battery pack on here. I'm not going to use any of the small battery packs because this is 500, this is 100. I want the most, but at the same time, I also want to keep parts down. That's one of my major things, is I don't want a lot of parts. I want to keep it down to the most minimal amount of parts and still achieve the same thing that I had before, if not better. So this is looking pretty good to me, and I think I should just launch the module as it is. Let's see if there's anything else. Hey, there's always like something I always think of at the last minute, and I'm like, why didn't I do that? Utilities. We got lights. We need it. You know, like, I'm probably gonna add the xenon containers afterwards. I'm gonna launch like fuel modules instead of just slapping on fuel where I can. It's always good to kind of organize yourself and figure out what piece is going to do what and what the purpose of launching whatever it is. Just so when you get it there, you're like, okay, this piece is for that. This is where it's going to go. This is going to be the first module. I am going to have to relaunch a rover to assist in construction. So I should put a docking port underneath it. So it's always good to just, you know, like when you really think about it, see that to you know, make sure you got kind of a game plan down. I'm gonna mention this because not a lot of people do. You can place your docking ports backwards. When I first learned how to dock, and I was just like, you know, when the game just, they finally added it, I think I put on all my docking ports backwards on everything. And also with these, I should mention the I don't even, what is it, the Hub Max multi-port thing. You have to put docking ports all over this thing, everywhere. And you have to make sure that they're faced this way, like meow, right here, like that. That is a good docking port. Now, I'm gonna try to see if I can launch this thing and get it to the moon before the video's up, but I like to keep my videos short. I'm not gonna need that. Oh, I'm going to need like a where can I slap that on? I'm gonna need some kind of a satellite core or something to just kind of throw on. I usually put satellite cores on all my stuff because I do have debris set to 0. So when you land something like this, it will get deleted because it's considered debris, and it does kind of suck when that happens because I've actually lost a few things I've landed and had to reshoot an entire episode because of it. But I always try to hide these. I'll throw some kind of stuff extra, you know, like some extra lights or something. You just gotta find something to throw in there. Where's lights? Yeah, there we go. You know, I'll usually take, you know, like, you just take some lights. I'll rotate them. I still gotta figure out this rotation system. It's not that, like, I don't know it, but, you know, it's just, like, you gotta keep on hitting the button until you get it right. And I should know it by now, after building all these rovers and everything else. I'm such a noob. So let's twist these around. There we go. and then you hold shift like I learned. Such a noob. Oh my god. Oh wow, I didn't even know that either. Another new feature. If you hold shift and you press like X or C, it will actually change them to you know, their orientations and stuff like that. Or it will change the symmetry, I should say. God, such a noob. Using all the wrong terminology. You guys are just gonna like eat me alive in the comments. That would be kind of gross, but let's aim these down. Oh well, we'll aim them more diagonally. There we go. I think I'm gonna put no, I'm not gonna put solar panels. I just want to keep this down to the most minimal amount of parts as possible. Just attach this rocket. Yeah, there we go. That's beautiful. That's such a great thing. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but if you guys wanna tune in, be more than happy. I'm gonna launch it, maybe put it into orbit. I'm not really timing this episode, stupid me. So I don't think I saved it either, because I used the moon torch module for my last video. So maybe I just deleted my moon torch. I don't know if I hit save, which would not be a good thing. I kind of don't care about that moon torch, but I kind of have some plans with it, but not really. It was kind of a fun module. See, another thing I just figured out. Yeah, I should have put some struts on this thing. End flight. Well, I think I'm gonna let you guys go for this episode. I will probably release another one of me launching and probably landing this thing, just so I can show you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.